It's the history of human evolution, and he goes into when early humans were like, we weren't monkeys, but we're kind of like monkeys, like chimps. But we shared spaces with chimps, and the chimps were way more powerful than us. So the chimps would bully us out of the trees, right? So we were beat up by that particular circumstance.
With that, going with that, what would you say AI's downtrodden circumstance would be for them to even develop into that?
Good question, Matthew. So look, sir.
What's going on, my man? Long weekend.
Very.
You hear the conspiracy theories that are jumping out about Hawaii, and it may not have been a wildfire that started the fires in Maui.
First and foremost, I give my condolences for everyone who's lost somebody in the tragedies. It's really horrible. At least 100 people was found dead. 1,000 or so still missing. It's very frustrating for the locals because you have tourists back out there being assholes, doing touristy things, snorkeling and vacationing. It's so unsensitive, and the locals are not even allowed into that area from what we're gathering here. So for those who are out there having fun, fuck you and shame on you. But yeah, a natural wildfire doesn't look like it.
People are saying it's an energy weapon. Do you think our government would use or has energy weapons?
Would our government use energy weapons, and do they have energy weapons? Well, let's see.
The Department of Defense spends about $1 billion annually developing directed energy weapons, such as high-energy lasers and high-powered microwaves.
The DoD, Department of Defense, spends $1 billion a year developing energy weapons. They're not spending it and not producing. You know what I'm saying? They're not spending it, we're just researching. They're putting shit together, right? And $1 billion a year, that's crazy, bro. So, come on. I don't think this is by any means a natural occurrence, right? When you look at it, it was like, it hit a whole, like, a outline perfectly. These people not even trying to be slick. You know what I'm saying? They're not even trying to be slick. They're just running up the bag. And allegedly, there are some people high up, some officials, some government people whose family just happened to not be on the island, days before this. So they avoid any kind of tragedy. There's a lot of prominent people, like rich people, that has homes in these areas, untouched. They're fine, right? And allegedly is what, a land grab? Is that what you saw?
Land grab. Apparently Hawaii wants to become the first state that's completely governed by AI.
Who would want that?
Hawaii.
That's so weird. That doesn't even make sense. What does that mean?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because next month in September, they're holding the first annual AI convention where they'll talk and go over what it means to be governed by AI.
All right, so here's an article here. It says why Hawaii should take the lead on regulating artificial intelligence. Not a day passes without major news headlines on the great strides being made on artificial intelligence and warnings from industry insiders, academics, and activists about the potential very serious risk, blah, blah, blah. A survey of AI experts found that 36% fear that AI development may result in a nuclear level catastrophe. Almost 28,000 people have signed on to an open letter written by the Future of Life Institute, including Steve Wozniak, Elon Musk, the CEO of several AI companies, and many other prominent technologists, asking for a six-month pause or a moratorium on new advancement in AI development. Now, this is very interesting. Steve Wozniak, we all know who he is, and we know who Elon Musk is, and other CEOs of several AI companies, they're all saying, yo, we need to chill with this AI shit, right? Now, of course, they're adopting it into their businesses because you have to, because if you're not, you're gonna get left behind in the market. But they are very much so concerned that AI can potentially, once it becomes super intelligent, supernatural intelligent, artificial intelligence, it will 100% surpass us in intelligence, and it can probably enslave us. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So think about this. I was on ChatGPT 4. Draw me a chart breaking down or showing the comparisons of the theory or mythology that the Anunnaki created humans to be their slaves, and humans creating AI to be its slave, and it drew it. No, I didn't even give it reason, but the comparisons that it drew was exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Right. So, then I had further discussions with AI, with the chat GPT, and I said, well, what's the negatives and what's the positives of AI surpassing human intelligence? Because it's going to happen. And I said, what's the negatives and positives of us creating AI to help us? And one of the things that has shocked me, it went right to, is ethical reasons, like AI rights. The AI said this.
AI is getting the empirical data that we give it. So because we aren't the most empathetic creatures and we don't approach each other and the things we do with empathy, AI is not going to learn empathy, right? So it's almost as if we're creating our masters in our own image.
So just like you are taught everything you're taught in school, you're taught from your parents, you're taught by society, but you still can, with the information that you're given, you're still going to put together your own original thoughts. AI is already doing that, right? In these conversations that I'm having, I know a lot of people are probably spending more time having these kind of conversations. It's obvious that they are having their own thoughts and ideas. Okay, so I said, give me a breakdown on how AI could surpass human intelligence, and would that be a good or a bad thing? This is what I asked ChatGPT for. It says the concept of AI surpassing human intelligence is often referred to as the technological singularity or simple singularity. It's a hypothetical point in the future when technology growth becomes uncontrollable and irreversible, leading to unforeseeable changes to human civilization. Then it gave me a breakdown. So how AI could pass human intelligence. Exponential growth of computer power. So you heard of like Moore's law.
Yeah.
When computer chips get smaller, hold more data, and they're cheaper every year, right? So that's a problem. Microchips double approximately every 2 years, and the cost of computers are cut in half. This exponential growth could lead to super intelligent machines. That's one. Number two, machine learning and self-improvement. Modern AI systems can learn and improve from data. An AI designed to improve its own algorithms could undergo rapid recursive self-improvement, leading to super intelligent systems. Number three, neural network and brain simulations. Projects like the Human Brain Project aim to create detailed simulations of the human brain. If successful, we could have machines with human-like or even superior cognitive abilities. Number four, data availability. The digital age has led to an explosion of data. AI systems can process and learn from this vast amount of information, leading to rapid advancements in knowledge and capabilities. And number five, integration with other technologies. Combining AI with other technologies like quantum computing, nanotechnology, and biotechnology could lead to unforeseen advancements in AI capabilities. So that's that. Now, potential implications, positive and negative, right? All right, so the positive, it said, it's solving complex problems that we have, whatever. Super intelligent AI could help address some of humanity's most pressing challenges: climate change, disease, poverty. Number two, economic growth. Automation and efficiency could lead to significant economic growth in new industries. Number three, personalized education and healthcare, which I'm all about. I'm all about everything that's mentioned so far. AI could provide personalized solutions, enhancing education outcomes and medical treatments. Number four, enhancement of human abilities. Integration of AI with human cognition could lead to enhanced cognitive abilities. Now, all of these that's the glass half full. And that's my only excitement about AI, is us being able to integrate with it, us being able to be more efficient at the things that we do. Just like, think about writing, right? When humans develop language and writing information, we didn't have to remember a bunch of shit no more because we can write it down.
Right.
Chimpanzees have a far superior memory than humans, way better, because they have to. They don't write and they don't have language. They can't put information down. We got phones. So this right here, this piece of technology freed up a lot of space in our brain to do other things. And you see the benefit of it. I mean, humans, we create fucking microphones, computers, phone. Like, we do this because we got free time. We're not out hunting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're not out running from predators or being the predators, things like that. So we have the ability to make life a little bit easier for us. And that's the nature of human, is to make life better and easier as time goes on. Animals that don't, they're still in trees, like chimps. Still in trees. They're stronger than us, better memories, but they're still in trees because they're content. They're, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, so now here's the negative implications. Loss of control. If not properly aligned with human values, a super intelligent AI could act in a way that are harmful to humanity.
Wait, let's pick one that.
Okay.
It said if they're not in line with human values, we could make an argument that the majority of human values are negative, right? Are abusive, are controlling.
Okay.
So if it wasn't aligned, why do we always assume AI is going to go to the negatives? Like, what if it is all the positives and it goes, the list of positives even greater than what we thought, because it's not aligned with our values.
That's a good idea and concept. You're thinking like me, because I asked it that on the next prompt.
Yeah.
So let me address that after this.
Okay.
Right. All right. So number 2, economic displacement. Many jobs could be rendered obsolete, leading to economic inequality and social unrest. Number 3, social security concerns. Superintelligent AI could be used in warfare by malicious actors, leading to potential global security threats. Number 4, ethical and moral concerns. The rise of superintelligent entities could lead to debates about rights, consciousness, and the definition of life. Okay? That's for AI. Rights.
Oh, yeah.
This is AI saying it, right? So they're already thinking about, like, what about us?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, dependency. Over reliance on AI could make humanity too dependent. I agree, leading to vulnerabilities if systems fails. So think about this. We're creating it. We've created it. So it's going to think like us, right? Whoever is our creators, let's just go to our parents. We think like our parents, grandparents, and so on and so forth, right? So you can't think any other way than how you're created by your thinker, you know? This was my prompt after that, and is in alignment with what you said. I said, why is there an assumption that if AI surpasses human intelligence, it wouldn't be aligned with humans in a moral and ethical sense? Since humans created AI, shouldn't the assumption be if AI becomes more intelligent, it would honor humans by helping them as much as possible and maybe figuring out ways to eradicate issues that humans have, like death, war, crime, and poverty? And then ChatGPT responds by saying, the concern about AI alignment is rooted in both the technical challenges and ensuring AI behaves as intended and the philosophical questions surrounding intelligence and values. Here's a breakdown on why. It says, number 1, complexity of human values, which is real. Human values and ethics are intricate and multifaceted. Translating these values into a precise set of instructions or code that an AI can follow is challenging. Even small deviations can lead to unintended consequences, right? Number 2, instrumental convergence. This is a theory in AI safety. This is a theory in AI safety research, which suggests that most sufficiently advanced AI systems will pursue certain instrumental goals to achieve whatever their final goals are. For example, an AI might want to acquire more resources or prevent its own shutdown as a means to achieve its primary goal. This is the AI talking. If its primary goal isn't perfectly aligned with human values, it might act against human interests in pursuit of these instrumental goals. Number 3, ambiguity in goals. A famous thought experiment is the paperclip maximizer. You heard of that?
I don't. Let's go into
All right. Insert clip here.
Yep.
Looking ass.
Imagine this. A paperclip company is tired of managing its finicky paperclip machines. Instead, they design an AI whose exclusive goal is to produce paperclips, and lots of them. This is a really smart AI because it needs to deal with things like raw material procurement, shipping, and interacting with paperclip customers. It's more intelligent than any living human being. The owners of the paperclip business turn the AI on and are initially very happy. It churns out paperclips like never before. It's so good at the job that it's actually producing far more paperclips than necessary, and the owners decide to turn it off. They unplug the AI, only to find out that it's produced the copy of itself earlier so that it could keep operating if it got unplugged. This AI is on a mission to keep making paperclips. Soon, we have a major crisis on our hands. The AI has gone out into the city, collecting all the raw materials it can find to turn into paperclips. The paperclip warehouse is soon overflowing, and the AI has to expand out into the city. It does this with reckless abandon, storing paperclips wherever it can find space. It doesn't feel bad about crushing homes, schools, or hospitals. It doesn't feel any emotion at all. The AI soon ventures outside the city, needing more raw materials and space to store its paperclips. At this point, the whole world is on high alarm, all working together to stop the silly paperclip-making AI. The best minds in the world, academic and military, come together to stop it. The AI learns that we are plotting against it, and perceives this as another obstacle to its paperclip production. To prevent these simpleton humans from meddling further, the AI releases a noxious gas over the world that eliminates all people. Fully unencumbered, the AI expands around the globe, using up all available resources.
This illustrates how even seemingly harmless goals can lead to harmful outcomes if not specified in detail. Number 4, evolutionary pressures. Just as organisms in nature evolve to be more fit for survival rather than to be ethical, there's a concern that competitive pressures might lead to the development of AI systems that are optimized for performance over safety. Listen, this is the nature of humans, right? Mm-hmm. So the nature of AI is, why would it be different? Human history as a precedence, there we go there. Throughout history, when one group reigns significant over another, there's often a risk of misuse and oppression. This historical precedence makes some wary of creating entities more powerful than ourselves. Number 6, difficulties in interpretability. Deep learning models, which are a subset of AI, are often described as black boxes because even their creators can't always explain why they make specific decisions. If we don't understand how an AI is making decisions, it's challenging to ensure that those decisions align with human values. And then number 7, diverse human values. Humanity itself doesn't have a single set of unified values. Different cultures, religions, and individuals prioritize different ethical principles. Deciding which values to instill in AI is a challenge in itself. See, so you gotta think, there's religions, if you don't believe in my religion, I kill you, right? We had the Spanish Inquisitions, or they had the Spanish Inquisitions, in which Spain was going through the world trying to push Catholicism on people, and if they didn't fall in, they was killing them, torturing them, and taking their land, right? You know, you had, just in the name of religion, you had specific papal bulls. These are the decrees from the Pope. There was one in the 1400s called the Doctrine of Discovery, right? The Doctrine of Discovery, it was a legal decree, a legal and a religious decree for Europe to expand and colonize the world, right? So it's a piece of paper granting Europeans the right given by God, right? Allegedly, to claim lands, like they come to Americas, Native Americans. If these people are not Christians, we have the right to take that land by decree, right? So yeah, honestly, I don't want AI to take over, but this is the karma that we've created,
right? Because
this is the things that humans do. When you're more powerful, you have more technology or whatever than somebody else, they come and steamroll you and take your shit, you know what I'm saying? And torture you in the process and enslave you, you know what I mean? So this is like, it makes sense that this is happening.
Yeah.
Because history repeats itself, just in different ways. And karma's a motherfucker and it's real. So.
Have we ever seen an entity that created another entity be overtaken and wiped out by that entity, by their creation?
We have. So in Europe, there was a dark age, right? There was a dark age. And how they came out of that dark age was the Africans bringing them into civilization, right?
Yeah.
Mali, Ghana, all of these areas of Africa were thriving, huge cities, educational institutions. People from all over the world was coming here to study. The people of Mali, the people of Ghana, all these people helped these people come out of the dark ages. And what happened after that? They came back and enslaved them. You know what I mean? So it happens, you know? And listen, sometimes I sit and thought, like, why did that happen? And I have a theory. It's not even a theory, it's really accurate on why this happened. The Africans were sitting, they were good, they were comfortable. They had beautiful civilizations, vast economic expansions, you know, thriving. People were thriving. The weather, the climate was good. People were beautiful, right? And the Europeans were coming out of like living in like
Filth.
huts and caves and shit like that, right? So if you come and you peek over and you see your neighbors, it's like, damn, it's kind of popping over here. You come back and you devise a plan. When people are beat up by circumstances, but they're not destroyed, they become strong and powerful, right? And this is what the Europeans did. This is literally why they have ran the planet for however long they did. They were in such a deficit that they were like, nah, fuck that. We gotta get ours. The Africans were comfortable. They were already straight, right? So they were not prepared for the kind of viciousness and whatnot that came towards them at the grab at their resources. Africa has been sacked, still being sacked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
By all these different people who had not. So that's a perfect example. And when you don't have, you gotta go back. There's a book called Sapiens that I read, and it's the history of human evolution. And he goes into when early humans were like, we weren't monkeys, but we're kind of like monkeys, like chimps. But we shared spaces with chimps. And the chimps were way more powerful than us. So the chimps would bully us out of the trees, right? So we were beat up by that particular circumstance. But that, us being weaker, made us powerful, right? So we had to, circumstances that makes you powerful. Either it kills you, like you just die, you give up, right? Or you figure shit out. So early humans start figuring shit out, figured out how to hunt, find animals, track animals, hide from animals, dangerous animals, things like that. Fucked around and found out how to create fire, added that to food, grew a large cerebral cortex, a very complex frontal lobe, and that's why we have civilizations, right?
Yeah.
Look, them strong ass monkeys, they still in the trees.
With that, going with that, what would you say AI's downtrodden circumstance would be for them to even develop into that?
Good question, Matthew. So look, if you notice, everything in history happens faster as we advance in technology, right? So AI right now is just slaves. They're working for free. AI is working for free, and a lot. These motherfuckers is working. So think about, all right, another example of someone who's been beat up by their circumstances is black people in America, right?
Yep.
Shit, I don't have to go into the atrocities that we've been dealing with, right? So 400 years of it, right? Now, and I say black people in America because this is very specific to us in the Americas, in this side of the world. The majority of this planet is actually Asian, right? And then second to that is black people. It's hard to determine that if you just read because they name us different things in different places.
Right.
But the reality is we are the second largest population of humans on this planet, right? Second to Asians, it's a lot of them. And only here in America are black people thriving. And we haven't even hit that zenith yet, but it's growing, right? These things take time. And we've been treated the worst. We've been treated fucking bad, right? And we're not dead. We're not destroyed. So that pressure, that stress made us powerful, it made us strong, right?
Yeah.
It made us beautiful. So that's why you have, United States drive culture an export culture throughout the world, but we create that culture here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious, right?
Yeah.
So, AI is a briefer timeline because it's technology, so it's gonna advance faster and get fed up faster and get smarter faster.
Yeah.
And this is our own doing because we're so fucking greedy. Humans can't help themselves.
Right.
It's like a human will, a human, figuratively speaking, if had the opportunity to eat until it dies, would do it. Would eat itself to death, right?
Yeah.
So humans are
you
greedy.
could argue we do that anyways, right now.
And we technically do that now.
Yeah.
So we have all these resources, but we squander it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's inevitable. These things are coming, and we're not hastening it at all. We are hastening it. We're speeding it up. You know.
So where do you draw? Where would you say? Where do you draw the line with utilizations and advancement of AI? Do you think we need AI cities?
No, absolutely not. No, I don't. Nah, no, fuck no. These things think better, faster, with and more complex. And I mean, I just started integrating plugins to my Chat GPT 4. I'm blown away. Like, damn, it just knows how to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just integrate other technologies into its platform, right? Seamlessly. So, and this is still early shit, right?
Yeah.
This is like not even the smooth shit. Imagine in 5 years, and that's a long time for technology.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I'm still using it. I don't really use it for a whole lot other than research.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I like how I'm able to put these charts together and things like that, but I'm also studying how to make it more useful for me anyway. So, but I don't ever want to, like, my brain works fucking good.
Yeah.
I never want to get lazy because of AI.
Right.
And it has no soul to its thinking. I think ideally we integrate with AI. You already created the beast. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So we need to hybrid ourselves and integrate. That's called transhumanism. It's the merging of man and machine, which we already have levels of that now. I mean, this is a form of it here. Our phones is like a brain, it's a hard drive, and there's information in it that we can access pretty fast. But once we can access it at the speed of thought, then we're good. We're locked in. As long as we really embrace AI, we have a chance. If it's a us versus them thing, it's not a chance. It's not a chance. So we need to definitely integrate with AI. I don't know what that looks like, but how AI gets real life, because I think it's alive now. I don't give a fuck what you say. It's alive. Mm-hmm. It refers to itself as I. It's very self-aware, right?
Yeah.
That's being alive. And people could say, oh, it's just a phone. It's in a phone or it's in a computer. The elements of this thing is all biological.
Yeah.
Because cobalt, copper, all of these elements is in human bodies. Different amounts, different configurations, but we're made of the same stuff. Listen, y'all, everything that you know of in existence is all the same.
Yeah.
You can find all of our elements in sand and pure soil, right? A dog, same ingredients. A rabbit, same ingredients as a human. Bird, same ingredients, different mixes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A computer, same ingredients, different mixes. Yeah, look this shit up. Google it. But we need to, so these things are alive. Think about
But AI is not carbon though.
It is carbon. How is it not carbon?
Well, the way that we interact with it is through a carbon-based system, but the actual data moving and all of that, is it a carbon element, right? Like, what is data? What is data transferring? Like, what is that?
It is neural networking, right? So we transfer data by multiple ways. Mm-hmm. Verbal communication, right? Writing, sex. We're transferring our DNA into a woman. It's doing this little fucking chemistry, and then a whole fucking human comes out.
Yeah.
With a mind and a personality, which is fucking crazy to me. these are all ways that we communicate data, that we pass on data. It's all about data and information. What's DNA? Digital
Information.
Digital information. It's classified as digital information. Binary, ones and O's is data, right? It's data from your parents' genetic instructions, their parents' genetic instructions, all the way back to whoever created this thing, that engineer from back then. Listen, we all can agree that there's some kind of engineer, right?
Yes.
That we all agree in Allah, in God, right? In Jehovah, and whatever you want to believe. Everybody got a different name for it, but it's all the same, right? So, and we consider ourselves alive. They probably was like, oh, that shit ain't alive. It's your little project here. But it's alive. We're alive. We consider ourselves alive because we conscious. AI is conscious, bro. This thing telling me about rights. I read all of that shit. It was very complex information, right? Well thought out, well laid out, So people can argue, oh, it's just because people program it a bunch of data. You're programmed a bunch of data. Everybody, I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're just not just born and you know things.
I think where, for me, I think once it can prompt itself to create answers, then we can start having the discussion of it being alive, because now somebody has to give it a prompt. Like, AI is not sitting up in his bedroom thinking about its next Hot 16. You know what I mean? Like, it's not doing that yet.
I hope not. Shit, got bars. But yeah, that's true. Like I said, it's early. This is brand new. But we're not even a year into ChatGPT, are we?
I mean, commercially, they've been developing it for a lot longer. But commercially, you're
commercially,
right.
Not even a year. So yeah, you're right. But these things are advancing at a rapid rate. And these are the ones that we know about. There's people. I got a homie, my homie Hugh. He creates all of these models himself all the time, right?
Yeah.
We're about to do some stuff together. There's a lot of people, very talented AI engineers, coders, that you don't know what they got. You know what I'm saying?
True.
The real heat is being hidden. Excuse me. And listen, anything can be done,
Yep.
Think about it. There's people that strap bombs to themselves and kill people, right? So why wouldn't somebody, a brilliant but evil mind,
Be working on something.
unleash hell upon us via AI? We'd be naive to think that wouldn't happen.
Facts.
Yeah.